8, if not a life raft, a flood. 9, I'm afraid because you ain't talked to God in so long. 10, yea, are you more brave than free, or more ignorant than a housefly missing the door? 11, do you miss the door? 12, when I listen to No Church in the Wild, your voice is both the mob and the non-believer. 13, are you still famous in your hood? 14, because these kids still want to be you. They want to rap and make soul beats just like you, even though you just not you. 15, tell me now, where's the South Side? Ode to Elijah. Uncle, do you want to fight? Uncle, come on, let's fight. A question my nephew has asked me since he could talk. Must be Kane, Triple H, or The Undertaker influencing him to want to brawl sporadically. I never stopped to think that maybe Elijah had more pinned up emotion than a child should. Maybe he mixed up fireball, quarrel, and reprisal. Maybe Elijah is angry at the universe for its ignorance about him on January 21st, 1999, circa 9:45 p.m. he was born. A 7-pound, 2-ounce miracle Elijah came out of the womb ass first, and society looked at him backwards ever since. The first time I held him, I can feel the weight of his heart and the density of his mind. Elijah has been diagnosed with autism for as long as I can remember. Elijah, you're one of a kind. God handpicked you to be different, carefully crafted each of your neurons to function like fluttering wings of butterflies, symphonic hymns that float, too brilliant to be captured. Elijah, never let them tell you you're sick or crippled or flawed. Your brain is just too complex for them to comprehend. Never let them shackle your thoughts like precious stars imprisoned there. This world has progressed on the spines of people as beautiful as you. A spectrum of autistic genius, Einstein, Jackson, Mozart, Bob Dylan, Warhol, Elijah. They mistaken artistic for autistic. Misdiagnosed the heaven and your heartbeat. When did poetry cease to be an accepted language? When did my nephew's words become too shiftless, too falsetto to be understood? Mass education marked by marginalization is manipulation. This is for every person that's ever been called retard, special, slow, crippled, crazy, derpy, dumb freaks, or feeble-minded, for those naturally rebel firework-framed torsos that have been classified as disease. Our lust for conformity has left our creativity behind. But nephew, you are new. Your brain is yet to be mapped. You are powerful. You're exuberant. You are masterful. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Never let them Christopher Columbus a mind that God already lives in. May your voice be as free as your ancestors once were. Speak with the courage we've all abandoned. Live big, live gorgeous, live on purpose. And the next time you ask me to fight, I'll say, yeah. Yeah, Elijah. We'll fight this unappreciative world together, just you and me, one day at a time. I just got 2 more poems, and then I'm going to, by the way, I got 3 copies of my first book with me.
Hey, how much is it?
They're for sale.
How much?
$20.
Only $20? You can't afford not to buy it.
So, if you would like a copy, just come check me out and let me know. This is a shorter poem called Guapale Seems Closer, and it was written for an anthology on Oakland. Guapale Seems Closer. Legend has it, she reported that slap. Hold on, I gotta say something before I read the poem. I was teaching, I used to teach high school, and I had asked my students if they knew who Guapale was, and they were like, who? So one, it made me very, come on y'all.
Sad.
Crestfallen. But also I was like, y'all gotta put y'all on. How are you from Oakland and you don't know about Guapale? So anyways, this poem was written after that experience. Legend has it she recorded that slap in one session, then watched the entire of Oakland climb on its back like a pass-through proverb. Here is an ode to Closer, a hood anthem rattling through the 12s of my 89 Park Ave down MLK, an elegy for the students of my 7th period class, once responding, cool, when I said guapole. Somewhere in the town there is an 11-year-old boy holding his mother's smile on his face, eager for a hook, sharp enough to slice a beat into a melody, like you did. By the chorus, I too believed in the power of the tongue. Mama and her mama too believed we could wrangle a mountain through proclamation. And ain't it like a black woman to be a compass, stretch upward and onward and beyond the way a miracle does, the way a non-dime thing does, the way a city with diction as edged as weaponry does. Here is an ode to intercedence and the rhythm that transports it. We may not have arrived, we are closer than before. I'm going to end with a poem called On Preservation featuring C.P. Bannon, which is a funeral home, if y'all don't know. You guys have been amazing. I love the energy. I feel warm, so thank you so
You're
much.
amazing.
Word. On Preservation featuring C.P. Bannon, and it has an epigraph from Anifa Durkee that says, our grief decides when it is done with us. Tell me there's a poem on both sides of this barrel, body cocked and nuanced, and a canvas awaiting the shrapnel's careful decision, both craving immortality. I want to say something about East 14th and how it stretches its arms from the gut of Oakland to forever. For those I care, that is the longevity I crave. I passed by 12 liquor stores on my way to the liquor store. I passed by 7 churches on my way to church. Sir, from the etymology of conservancy, means to protect, as in observatory or self-preservation, like Huey holding a 45 on the steps of the Capitol. A street is still a street if it's renamed. A bullet is still a bullet inside a throat. Remember, telling the truth is an act of self-guarding. I forget how to write a poem on my way to writing a poem. On the day the sun is showing its good side, we spill out of C.P. Bannon like a torrent. My grandfather tells me the only way for the fallen to live longer is at a funeral. And he resembles a love more materialized than mine, so I believe him. Says the more people that attend, the longer he'll last, so I show up. Remember, a mortuary is a congregation with the task of preserving the dead. Tell me it's another way to be saved. I want to say something about the dove and immortality, how we cast our collective gaze towards an infinite horizon stretched above a row of big-body American cars running from C.P. Bannon to forever. How preservation is now the responsibility of the bird, its wings palming the sky before it cascades into blue. Remember, a gavel is a bullet first and everything else second. I say boundless and mean the dove is no dove at all, but a homing pigeon, hoping to make it back to its cage before it is released again. I say infinity and mean they came from me that morning and you that night. Thank you so much.
All right, give it up one more time for our All right, we have one more round of poetry. The top 5 poets from last round made it into this round, and I have this for them.
What is that?
Cold hard cash. It is more money than, I don't know, it's enough to buy like 2 packs of eggs. Not wrong. I'm sorry, that was fucked up. This is more like 1.5. But are y'all ready to hear who's in the next round? Poets will be reading in reverse order of appearance. So the first should be last and the last should be first. So all poets will be reading in this order. We have Nina, followed by Cadence, Jay Rice, Niambi, and Opulent. Give it up for everybody reading in the second round. The first round, if you did not make it to the second round, don't worry, we are here every single Wednesday. Come back, try again. There's always another chance. But let's get right into it. On deck, we got Cadence. We're coming up to the stage. Give maximum love for Nina.
Okay, new shit again.
New shit!
Genesis. I want to draw for you, but lack talent with brushes. Instead, I offer words in broad strokes to paint a canvas in your mind as vibrant as the one in my heart. Imagine a field untouched by the trepidations of this fallen world, not unlike the first garden. Picture every hue of the warmest pastels in full glory. This field is a bouquet of life bundled in its own stems. In this garden, a flower plucked is not a life extinguished. This same flower will grow new roots and ever brilliant still. This is the beginning. A beginning lost to most, but not to me, because when I saw you, I felt what Eden had to offer before mankind was expelled. I swear you came from the same miracle that cut light from darkness with a word. Again, if I could, I would draw this out for you, but my hands are barren. I can only hope to remind you, when they said, "Let there be light," they had you in mind.
All right, give it up one more time for Nina. Judges, I need your scores. I got 2 scores, 3, 4, and 5. We are starting from a low of a 7.8, goes up to an 8.0, an 8.3, an 8.5, and an 8.6. Give it up for the poet. Alrighty, let's act like I had the list pulled up the whole time, because on deck we have Jay Rice, but coming up to the stage, give a maximum love for Katie.
No mercy, no mercy.
I'm so fucking tired right now. When I'm at my best in my poetry writing process, it is a full body brain workout, and I look utterly insane. Watch me running laps from corner to corner in my living room in the woods like this. This is how this poem got written. Sprinting between an empty campfire and a creek exactly 233 feet away, and I know this because I just spaced it out in between writing exactly and 233 feet away. You see, in some circles, like the psychiatric ones, this behavior would get me labeled obsessive compulsive or ADD, but in poetry, we like to call these things meticulous research and spontaneous creativity. When I get sad, my word river is reduced to trickles, intermittent springs that drip, 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 only occasionally. And it makes for slow writing until I get started, and then it picks up, and I'm awesome, and I'm the best poet in the history of ever, and I'm going to write 20 books, and I'm going to win every slam ever, and you will love me, and you will love me, and even you will love me, and you will give me all your money, and I will spend it immediately until I get sad again, and I get depressed, and I remember that I'm bipolar. So I once just that I am fucking multipolar because I've been to poles you've never even dreamed of, and in most places, this would make me batshit crazy, but here, it makes me a performer. That's the secret to avoiding straitjackets. If you articulate your crazy well enough, they'll think you're an artist.
up one more time for Kaden. Judges, I need your scores. All right, we got 4 scores and 5 scores. We are starting from a low of an 8.0. Goes up to 8.4, an 8.7, an 8.8, and a 9.4. Give it up for the poet. Woo! We got 3 more poets in the slam, y'all. We get to see who wins this money.
Off to find another way. Well, after all this time.
Shout out to the DJ keeping the vibe tonight. All right, on deck we have Niambi. We're coming up to the stage right now. Give maximum love to Jay Rice.
I've been hurt. I've been damaged. Raise your hand if you've ever been hurt. Raise your hand if you've ever been damaged. This is for you. You are what remains from damage. Through this pain, you managed to gain an understanding. Your name is no longer damaged. You are what remains from damage. Through this pain, you managed to gain an understanding. Your name is no longer damaged. Your life is for living. Just repeat that. Your life is for living, meaning more than survival, rising above idle or suicidal, and reaching your arrival of self-actualization. You see, once an extension, you live for different reasons. You might change with the seasons, or you might stay the same with deeper feelings, like seeking your soulmate yet found, leading future minds toward a better now. Your living doesn't mean hanging on the cliff upside down, or hating every upside or down that exists. So what is living your bliss? Someone asked, what is living your bliss?
What is living your bliss?
Thank you. Finding the right roles for yourself, traveling the right road by yourself, and knowing that with just a little help, you can achieve the chosen goals for yourself. No, hope won't be easy. And yes, heart pain will be felt. But above all else, your living will leave a lasting legacy and a crafty elegy. For all the seeing and self-revelry, there I lived on an edge, advanced, descended, and impacted the earth's bed. Here I remain to regain above this damage and pain. People, repeat after me. I am. Oh, louder, louder. I am. What remains from damage. Through this pain. I managed to gain an understanding. My name is no longer damaged. Who am I? I am free. Who am I? I am free. Who am I? I am free. Who am I? I am me. Thank you.
All right, give it up one more time for Jay Rice. Judges, you know what I need you to do. All right. We got 3 scores, 4 scores. Waiting for 1 more score. All right, we are starting off with a low of a 7.6.
Boo!
Goes up to an 8.0, an 8.0, an 8.2, and an 8.7. Give it up for the poet. We got 2 more poets before we find out who wins this money, because on deck we got Opulent. But coming up to the stage, give maximum love for our penultimate poet. Yes, I know big words too. Give it up for Niambi.
In this poem, I will say you and me borderline personality disorder. I will say you and me the audience. I will say you and me a love interest. I will say you and me everything Marx is talking about. And me, my pen that wouldn't let me write about you being borderline. This poem is saying something about mental illness, and I am ill prepared for this poem. I will say you and me the long walk home. I will say you and me the memories, you being the thing I am holding onto tightly, so tight I may consider my own fingers a mode of transportation. Let me learn you onto a time you've forgotten. A me we both misremember. This poem will take us to the center. This poem is saying something about mental illness. When I say us, I don't mean all the me's existing at the same time. Something about needing to ask your father to confirm his love for you, to admit our defeat. This is how we liberate back to us. I will say you and me. I will say you and me. Did I or did I not fucking man on this very bridge I now sashay across? I will say you and me, and I am lost in a you again. Something about mental illness. Something about asking the nigga you've been fucking on for months if he knows your name. I will say you, I mean gender. I mean a thing that's never known my name. Something about reflection being an unreliable thing. About losing yourself in every identity. I will swear that there's something drinking the identity from my throat. I swore yesterday there was a thought behind these borderline eyes. Something about blank eye contact. About turning away before goodbyes are said. I have never been good at interpretations. The flower from the rose, the fly trap from the fly. I become both and circle back to you with assurance that tastes like tomorrow may not be the me I promised you. Something about personality disorder sounding a lot like home and jumbling itself into the only identity I won't abandon. The only thing that can't abandon me. Something about shame. About always sneaking under a microscope and you haven't found me out yet. Remember, I will say you and me. Something about me never being mine, say you and me borderline and you and me the audience. So you get a diagnosis and you get a diagnosis. We all get a diagnosis. You explain everything. And how does that make you feel? Yes, this is vulnerable. I apologize to you. I'm still trying to walk in my own shoes. They fit differently every day. So you can't go. Don't go. Something about loving oneself being first a proclamation and then a warning. Borderline is all about the dissonance, the give and take. Something about mental illness tricking you into unlovable, but god damn it, I am lovable. And so are you. And so are you. And so are you. Woo!
All right, give it up one more time for Niambi. And judges, I need your scores. I have one score.
Get it right, get it tight, judges.
4 scores. I just need one more.
And you got me like
All righty, we are starting from a low of a 7.8.
Boo!
Up to a 7.9.
Boo!
An 8.3.
Boo!
A 9.0 and a 9.1. Give it up for the poet. I do believe it was a 7.8.
8.
A 7.9.
9.
It was all tests.
No, it wasn't.
An 8.3, a 9.0, and a 9.1.
Woo!
Was the scores. I memorized that. Cool. All right, on deck, we have seeing who wins this money and then going home. But coming up to the stage right now, give it up for your last poet of the night. Give it up for Opulent!
Let's go, poet!
No shit.
Yeah!
telling y'all that I'm an alien. Not like the spaceman kind with the ships and lasers and shit. Pew, 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 pew. Nor does my mind know the borders inscribed in your maps. This alien knows no country. Nah. Let me tell y'all. Let me tell y'all. You ready? I'm like from a different dimension. And I came here to tell y'all that you got this shit fucked up. Like way up. Let me explain. Black History Month. What the fuck is a Black History Month? My nigga, in my universe, Black History Month stretches into the entire year. In my universe, every kitchen smells like soul food serenade. Taste buds with a down, down, do your dance. Make your tongue do the Cupid shuffle. In my universe, Martin always knew he was a king. So did Malcolm, Huey, and Fred Hampton, Angela Davis, then Queen. Her motherland tongue always knew that power rests in blackness. She always knew that her hair was a crown made of God's dreams. In my universe, Harriet Tubman's railroad wasn't underground. Every track was made out of Let Freedom Ring. In my universe, Frederick Douglass taught a white woman how to read. Our melody is a parade painted in all of the colors of blackness. Everyone knows the origin of their celebration skin. May 19th is a national holiday. That day, we celebrate Malcolm X's birthday because Martin isn't the only one to deserve it. In my universe, the KKK is a traveling circus. The Ku Klux Klans, we call them. Their greatest pitch is a tent that nobody wants to enter. Nixon went to prison. Reagan went to prison. Donald Trump, that nigga definitely went to prison. In my universe, the hood actually loves you back. Bloodshed bullets never bullied the blessings of our blackness. The streets hug our children with concrete warmth. The only heat we carry are water gun summers diving behind the trenches of our smiles. Every house holds a father and a mother. Our women know that they are voodoo heaven. The magic inscribes angel songs in the tones of our skin. Womb of Africa in her belly. There is nothing but respect. Black men know that they are the kingdom. They build the palace of themselves into walking miracles. Their sons set into a rising flourish. They too know that they are kings. Golden is the beauty of our dark and luster. Magnificent is the light resting on our dancing melanin. We are the originators and the progenitors. We are the close call and the running distance. We are the reality of our best dreams. We are black. We are beautiful. We are blessed to be who we are. And we don't need to live in another universe to know that.
All right, give it up one last time for Judges, this is the last I'm going to ask you for this. I need your scores. Thank you for riding with me this whole night. I feel like we have a friendship now. Like, follow me on Instagram. Please don't follow me on Instagram. You're wasting your time. I haven't posted on that shit in like 2 years. All right, we are starting with a low of 8.0. Goes up to an 8.8, an 8.8, an 8.9, and a 9.7. Give it up for the OM. while our scorekeeper is getting the final scores tabulated, let me tell you about the other shows in the Bay. There is the Berkeley Poetry Slam. First and foremost, we are right here every single Wednesday. We will be right here every single Wednesday until we die or there's another fucking pandemic. Next, we have the Oakland Poetry Slam every third Tuesday. Currently online on Instagram, Zoom, all that good stuff. Follow them on social media at the Oakland Poetry Slam for more information. There's also the San Jose Poetry Slam every second Sunday down in San Jose. Follow San Jose Poetry Slam for more information about that. And there's plenty of other shows. So please, if you have a show that you know of that we did not mention, let us know. Oh shit! I told you I was going to tell you about this. But one of our regular poets, Zamani, has a book coming out. And has a book release this Saturday at Tamarack. Yes, the nominee who performed tonight will be hosting that event. You can get your tickets on our Linktree, linktree.com/RichOpenBoots. Oh, the book is called Grown Up Elementary. I've seen the cover. It's really amazing. It's also through Nomadic Press. If anybody is familiar with Nomadic Press, then like, if someone is from the Bay Area trying to get a book published, Nomadic Press is like one of the first people you go to. They're really great holding down Bay Area art.
Except this is the last cycle of books, so.
Do I have my scores?
Almost.
Okay. Do you want to hear a joke?
Don't do my best friend like that.
Well, the joke is that I asked that if you wanted to hear a joke. I never said I was going to tell one. Do we have scores? Fuck, now I'm trying to think of a joke that doesn't take long. Biggest joke is politics in America.
Yes.
Ha 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 ha. Does anybody else have a fucking? Oh my god, that's not a joke, that's a scam, which is very on brand for the Bay Area. I feel like if Rent in the Bay Area was a person, they'd drive around in a busted ass Nissan and have $40,000 in PPP loans because they are, in fact, a fucking scammer. Yay, I think I have my... Do I have my... Is there like a tie or something? Oh shit, please don't let there be a tie.
I got it.
Yay! Alrighty! Let me pull out this money for y'all. In third place, let me get a drum roll.
So,
In third place,
what y'all have been doing?
winning
She's been going to
$40. Why'd I put the
coffee.
Give it up for Niami!
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Niami. Now I need a slightly larger drum roll. Because in second place, winning $60 American dollars, give it up for Nina!
I'm back at it again. Thanks, y'all.
Thank you, Nina. And let's get a large drum roll. Set your drum roll. I really know these are American dollars. Give it up for your winner tonight, Katie! Tonight. Thank you so much to our scorekeeper and our door person and our DJ. Shout out to everybody at the Star PLOUGH. Thank you, Shaheen, for always having us here. Thank you to Jessica, our bartender. Make sure you give a fat tip to Jessica. And thank every single one of y'all for coming out here and watching us scream into the void. Without y'all, we would really just be some crazy motherfuckers. Like, could you imagine us just getting up here and being like, drama! And there's nobody in the room? That's why, that's therapy. Without the professionals. But we will be here next week. Thank you so much for coming out. I'm Colin. This has been the Berkeley Slam. We will see you next time.